Since quite a while, the leadership of the Academic Staff Union of Nigerian Universities, ASUU, lost the vision of what a workers' union should be to protect the rights and the entitlements of the workers and to ensure that the workers are not shortchanged in any way or maltreated in any way by the employers. That is the purpose of a workers' union. And look at the name, Academic Staff Union of Nigerian Universities. So it's a workers' union to start with, going by the name. And academically, we are required to define our terms, aim and objectives. So, what is the purpose of a union of staff, of a staff union? What else will be the purpose than protecting the rights and the entitlements of the workers, of the staff? But now, you turn ASUU into a form of non-human rights activist organization, claiming to protect, first and foremost, the well-being of the university system, rather than the well-being of the staff for which you were supposedly founded. So, what led to welfare of ASUU members is not the overarching priority of ASUU. What led to that conclusion and insistence? Meanwhile, you are not the only stakeholder in the university system. The university administrators are there. The non-academic staff are there. Government itself is there as a stakeholder, because many people are in government and they have their children in the universities. The students and their parents, then human rights organizations are all stakeholders that could rise to protect the well-being of the university system. So how do you come and arrogate to yourself the well-being of the university system, excluding the other stakeholders? And because of that, you begin to have prolonged strikes. 6 months, 7 months. The last one in 2022 lasted 8 months. Or was it 7.5 months? And when you remove that from 12 months in a year, what remains? What remains? And that has been the story since about 3 decades. Why? Because you don't prioritize the welfare, rights and entitlements of your members, but that government must do this and that for the system at the same time. So you table several things before government, and government is looking for where do we start, where do we end. Meanwhile, taking months of closure to students and staff of the university system, just because you cannot prioritize your purpose. The hypocrisy betrays itself in the check-off dues that you are collecting from the members to sustain the union without prioritizing their rights and their entitlements as number one thing. Beyond that, in 2012, you as leaders amended the constitution solely by yourselves to be extorting 2% of each ASUU member's monthly salary monthly, and to increase or decrease as pleases you. That is what the constitution as amended by you says. So in 2024, you increase the 2% to 3%, and that has been the case since 2012 to 2024 and 2024 till date, extorting a percentage of each worker's monthly salary monthly, because they belong to a workers' union. And the workers' union that says their welfare is not the overarching priority of ASUU. So this insanity must be cured by government. But that will be a government that is sane in itself, that does not support corruption, exploitation. That is the type of government that can do it. It's unimaginable that a workers' union will be extorting a percentage of each worker's monthly salary monthly without being responsible for their education or for their employment, whatever. And what are you doing? If there is a conflict between the workers and the employers, for you to call a meeting of the workers, deliberate together, and table your stand to the employers. And now you are colluding with both government as the chief employer and the university administrators to shortchange ASUU members. Many universities no longer have active ASUU because the leadership has been pocketed by the administration. Not to talk of government also cooperating with extortion of each ASUU member's monthly salary, because it's deducted from source, and so not possible if government and the university administrators don't support it. What are we making of Nigeria? Exploitation everywhere. Church, mosque, workplace, everywhere. And we have rulers. I don't know if you call them leaders. Okay, they are leaders, bad leaders, who are supporting exploitation of workers, who are corrupt themselves. Because if you are not corrupt, you will not be tolerating that level of corruption. So amend Nigeria's labor laws to outlaw extortion of a percentage of workers' unions, and to stipulate 500 naira or 1,000 naira as maximum to be charged members for membership due on monthly basis. What are they doing with money? Who asked them to be building ultra-modern secretariats? Who asked them to be giving scholarship to indigent students? Is that the purpose of the union, or corruption of the purpose of the union? Let us awake to the issues of human rights and undue exploitation of fellow human beings. Inhumanity of human beings to human beings should stop. And if the government doesn't stop this, who will?